Are recovering after being treated for injuries they received last night during that violent protest.
It all unfolded outside the convention center where thousands of people gathered to hear the presumptive GOP nominee. We have team coverage this morning. Sarah Yingling on Trump's visit to Albuquerque. But first, we start with News 13's David Romero, who's live outside the convention center where the chaos unfolded. Good morning, David.
Well, Crystal, at least one person was arrested during last night's riot, and it's a whole lot quieter this morning than it was about 12 hours ago. In fact, all that remains around Civic Plaza and near the convention center are signs of protest and support.
We need to make sure that he knows that we do not accept the message that he's bringing and the hatred.
And what was supposed to be a peaceful protest yesterday quickly changed as hundreds of protesters lined the streets outside the Albuquerque Convention Center. The anti-Trump movement started as a march down Central, then things started heating up. By the time the rally began at 7 o'clock, Trump protesters rushed toward the convention center entrance. Police responded in riot gear. At one point, peaceful protesters tried to build a wall between other protesters and police. But as the night went on, the protesters were able to break through, knocking down barricades and throwing rocks and bottles at officers and their horses. As a result, some of their officers had to be treated for injuries. Some people waved Mexican flags, objecting to Trump's controversial immigration proposals. Our cameras captured people jumping on police cruisers and smashing windows. At one point, officers used pepper spray to get the group to move off the streets. Now, it took several hours for the crowd to finally disperse from the area, and things finally calmed down a little after midnight. Now, we're waiting to hear more from APD if there were any other arrests made in connection to last night's rioting. Crystal, back to you.
All right. Thanks so much for that update, David. And again, the protests did not stop once the rally started. Some of those protesters who rushed the entrance to the convention center.
Yeah, they managed to make their way in, and News 13's Sarah Yingling joins us now with what happened. Sarah?
Adam, while there was one arrest outside, there was also one inside, with many protesters able to get a word in on Donald Trump during his rally. During his speech, Trump was interrupted by several protesters. Our cameras captured this woman who was shouting as she was dragged down the stairs and out of the venue after making a scene behind Trump, while several others who were holding signs were forced out by police officers, but not before struggling with them. Trump responded from the stage.
Bring him home to mom. Go home to mommy. He can't get a date, so he's doing this instead. Troublemakers. They're troublemakers. Yeah, you can't hear her.
Others took to social media. This video sent to us shows what it was like in the stands as protesters were taken away by officers. And new this morning, at least one city council member took to Facebook after the protests to voice concerns. Councilor Dan Lewis saying, quote, "The violence that we're seeing this evening is absolutely unacceptable," end quote. To see the full Facebook post, you can read it online or on the KRQE News app. Back to you.